Welcome to Dario Comics, and today I want to present to you Not a Never, a comic that really inspired me for a long time, because this is sci-fi horror action in a dark dystopian future, and I want to show you how awesome this is and how it really shaped me as an artist and where I want to go. So, Not a Never is by Sergio Bonelli Editore, I guess. We'll see here, Sergio Bonelli Editore. Check it out. They make a lot of great comics, and they usually make it really cheap. They make it 100 pages. A lot of issues over time, I guess monthly books, and they look amazing. Great stories. Not every story is great, but most stories are drawn well and have really great and amazing stories. It's always sci-fi, it's always horror, it's always beautiful babes and questions that science fiction should ask. So if you like films like Minority Report or Blade Runner, this is your thing, because I guess he's also wearing the Blade Runner thing. You see? This is kinda what if Blade Runner would be a comic, and yeah, mixed up with some good action. So, I show you one of my favorite stories, and this is like Escape from LA. They're searching for some cybernetic girl, I guess. It's in space. It's always with a bit of violence. People die. Stakes are always high. And he's a detective. And if it gets bloody and messy, they always send him. And this is so kick-ass. Look at this, like, and yeah, and then he has to face mostly some strange areas in the future. He goes to places under the sea, and in the future stuff gets done. Sometimes people become mutants, sometimes there's research, there are certain powers at work, some elites that want to control everything, and he's always investigating and always looking through the things. This is one of the main villains, a power-hungry technocrat who wants to rule the world, but there's also other powers at hand. And then often we have a question about science, if it's good that we are doing this or that. And this girl, this beautiful woman here, I guess she's a cyborg, and she's the first of her kind. Like, yeah, you have seen movies like this, but this comic is amazing, because it takes also the time, like I just show you in between the action, the parts where it gets a bit calmer, and then the sun sets, and the next day we're ready for some action. Look at this shit. Like, people have mechs on, they're gonna fight against some crazy shit, and yeah, people in black with guns, and then a monster shows up, and yeah. But this is a large album, so look at this, how beautiful this is. And it's really not too complicated. Like Nicola Mari, I guess, drew this. He was also on the clock, and he tried to make it as simple as he could, but as appealing. And then, yeah, Not a Never takes matters in his own hands and faces the bad evil monster. We'll see if I can show you this. Yeah, pretty crazy shit. Look at this. I guess Nicola Mari was inspired by Mike Mignola. That's a good thing. And yeah. But I also want to show you, like, the first story is really great. The second story, like I say, there are a lot of issues. It's about the death of his wife or the murder. So he has a lot of cool backstories. And yeah, this shit is just amazing. A doctor like Frankenstein who makes people cybernetic and crazy monsters. It's just amazing. It's sometimes bloody, but it's always fun. And it's always beautiful. And it has slow points and fast points. And it's drawn really cool. So if you're looking for inspiration, this is certainly really cool. I guess I come to an end because, yeah, I mean, can I show you more? Yeah, it always gets bloody, and that's good. Stakes are always high. And the artwork is always beautiful. So yeah, a lot of cool stories. Sometimes different artists. Always beautiful. And my favorite, I guess, is this with a vampire. It's really crazy. Like they find in a space station, in an abandoned space station, they find everybody dead, and they were trying to find out something. Look at this panel. And yeah, cool women detectives, not a never, always dark, and the bad guy recovering from the space station. He's the only survivor. And yeah, this one's about vampires and blood and space and murder. Look at this shit. Okay, I will come to an end. Check out Not a Never. It's awesome. See ya.